What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we created this very unorthodox roller coaster, and by we, I mean me. I take full responsibility for this. I did create this monstrosity, but it's dang good, dude. It's got a prestige of 907, which ain't half bad, so we're able to charge a whopping $25.88 for the thing. We might end up tweaking the track a little while later on today, but our main focus is going to be on concessions. We've had several guests in the park now complain about being hungry and thirsty and just overall unhappy in the park. So we're going to fix that for them, give them some proper drink and food facilities and some other amenities along the way. But the first thing that we need to do is claim these dang challenges, dude. Since the previous episode ended, I forgot to claim these. So build a coaster with at least 2 inversions. That's 1,000 smackaroonies. Achieve a scenery rating of at least 40, 1,100 smackaroonies, and then obtain an overall staff happiness of at least 96% for 0 months. Interesting. I didn't actually realize the 0 month thing was thrown in there. Another 1,100 bucks, which brings us up to 9,900 buckaroonies in the back pocket. So now that we have that out of the way, we might actually have some more research ready to be revealed. So we've got a hat's fantastic. That's fantastic. We have some small attraction. That's gonna be, oh, the claw machine. Right. And then restaurants. We're probably not gonna add a restaurant today, but we will, like I said, give our guests the proper food facilities and drink facilities that they need. Currently, all we have available for food are these 2 vending machines, and for drinks, these 2 vending machines, which was fine when we were just starting out, but the park's large enough now, I just don't think it's gonna cut it anymore. So, having said that, this little plot of land over here seems like the perfect spot for us to add a proper concession stand. So, of course, I'm gonna start with our paths, as we do, and I'm gonna bring this out, have like a 2x2 area there. We'll do the same thing right over here, and then maybe another 2x2 spot in the middle. We'll start with that. Now we can select, actually let's select this building since we've kind of got those ones separated now. That's going to give us that same working grid that we were using before, and also we can kind of steal some of the building pieces from it. But let's start with the shops and facilities. So on the end over here, since we might end up doing away with one or maybe even both of these staff resting facilities, I think it's probably important we slap one of those suckers down on the end. You know, it might look a little bit better if we put it in the middle. I was going to put it over here, but I feel like for the building that we're going to build around it, it's going to be easier if we put it in the center. Insanity has broken down. Ascendance just broke down. Now Insanity is broken down. Okie dokie. Well, it's a good thing we have 11,000, nearly 12,000 bucks in the back pocket. So, now that we've kind of finished using that grid, we're going to edit this building, and we're going to split this staff resting facility from the rest. Now, this is its own standalone thing. It's already got a 50% scenery rating, and we haven't even done anything. It's just leeching off of Kickflip's queue. I'm okay with that. But let's actually select this building, go to edit, so we'll use that grid now. And the next thing that we're going to need is a food shop. I'm tempted to go with Glizzy Squad because, you know, we've got the vending machine over there. I feel like it just kind of makes sense. So we'll put that going that direction. And then Pip Shot Water. For the drink shop, dude, it's gotta be Pip Shot Water. Easily the best-selling liquid that we have available in this park. I'm gonna go ahead and pause things since Pip Shot Water already has a line and we haven't been able to adjust the prices just yet. So for restrooms, we only have these 2 at the, I would consider this to be the southern end of the park. We don't actually have a compass, so we kind of get to decide which direction is north. So, having said that, I think we should probably add another little restroom block right up over here. That'll make it all even, satisfy my AC/DC, you know the deal. So now that we have that done, let's go back to building, and we're going to use those same panel walls that we've been using elsewhere. Again, we will be making other themed areas that aren't just USA, just America themed. It's gonna look good. But for right now, this is our current theme. Now we're gonna add a nice little archway to that. We do need some shop fronts for the other ones too. Another archway here. Does this look good? I actually don't hate that. Hang on just a second. That ain't bad, dude. I don't know how well it would look over here, or like with a roof on it. But I'm gonna try this for now, and we can always, you know, undo it later if we end up hating the thing. There we go. Let's grab a roof. That's gonna be in here somewhere. I think it was the medium. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it doesn't look as good now that we've added the roof. But I just love the extra depth that those arches add to these little buildings. There's not much to them, you know? So let's end up going through with these roofs. I'm gonna select all 4 of them, and then we're gonna try to slide them down a little bit just so they actually come in contact with the building, because currently they do not. Bring it down to about, up just a little bit more, right about there. See, but I don't like that it's clipping through the corner either, or the bottom. Yikes, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so back up just a tad then. How about right there? Still looks kind of weird, doesn't it? It's a good 30-footer. It's a good 30-footer. Let's change the red to more of a darker red and the blue to the same. The white actually needs to be white. That's more of a light gray. There we go. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible, but it needs some more decoration. Also, still have to add those shop fronts. So I'm going to do that really quick. And then windows. Let's get rid of the panel search in there. What do we have for windows? Got the plain one. It's a bit too plain. Do we have anything with like a shutter? Or... oh, here we go. That could work. The green is not doing it for me. Let's change that to black. And then this other gray, we'll make that white. So it blends in a little bit better. I like that, dude. I'm liking the look of that. Okay. This is, so far, knock on wood, this is easier than I was expecting it to be. I thought I was going to struggle with this for a little while, and it was going to be another 3 to 4 hour recording just to make some little shops, but that ain't too bad. I'll probably end up going through and adding some additional windows to those buildings too, because now they look real plain. We should have some, like, shop awnings in here, right? Yeah, here we go. And they're specific to the shop. So we've got Chief Beef right there. We are looking for the Glizzy Squad. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna place that right on top of the hot dog squad. I know it looks bad right now, just trust me on it. We're gonna end up moving it in a moment. I'm just putting it there so it actually gets aligned with the shop. And then there should be, oh, here it is, Pip Shop Water. Perfect, that's gonna go there. And now, like I said, we're gonna slide it on out and make it actually look good. Now we're talking, dude. That looks so much better. I think Pip Shot might actually be a little bit lower than Glizzy Squad's awning, but they're different awnings, so I guess it probably doesn't matter that much. Now we just need some fencing, I think, just along the back side here. We don't want our guests to wander too much. So let's grab the same metal fence that we used for the main entrance over there. And I'll start to get these slid into position. Thankfully, they're not going to use the same grid as the rest of the building. We can kind of move these a bit more freely. I think that looks pretty good. We've got equal spacing on either side. You guys know I'm a big fan when things just kind of work out that way. So now we're going to use the world axis, and we're going to duplicate this and drag it on over to these other 2 areas. Just so we don't have to remain paused any longer, I'm going to go through real quick and just edit these prices. Maybe add in some flavoring. Oh, dude, yeah, that just makes them happier. Add a lot of it. All of it. All of it. Lemon slice, yes, please. Ice, absolutely. See, this is why it's the best facility. We're going to enable price sync in case we add another one of these in the future, which we most likely will. We're going to change that from $4 to $5, and this one from $5 to $6. Moving on to Glizzy Squad over here. Oh, dude, I need to change this name. What am I doing? What is this, my first day or something? All right, we've got a lot of ketchup, a lot of mustard. Oh, that's right. We had these initially, and the prices should have also changed. It's probably fine, right? $10 for a glizzy? Yeah, that's pretty expensive, but it's a theme park after all. Prices are through the roof. I mean, water is now $5 and $6, if that tells you anything. But now that we have those prices adjusted, we can hit play. No, dude. Our beloved, our only coaster has just broken down. I think this is the first time that this has happened, though. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change the inspection schedule. Since this ride is average for its reliability, that's average, we should have it inspected every 10 minutes. At least, dude. On the harder difficulty like this, I think that that's very, very important. Another thing that we should probably do is add work rosters. Because right now we just have all of our employees just kind of like floating around, checking everything out. It's not a good way to run a theme park. So I will do that maybe if I remember to do it later. But let's check what our new challenges are. Achieve a monthly profit from coasters specifically of $3,500. Build a coaster with at least 2.5 seconds of airtime. Okay. Last month's profit for the American Arrow was $3,100. So there's a chance, even just with this one coaster, there's a chance that we'll be able to get that challenge knocked off the list. Maybe today. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's adjust this staff resting facility though. So the perk is Social Club. Staff members with this perk will gain happiness faster. We need that. 100 schmackaroonies, that is a small price to pay. We do still have these two over here, but I don't think I'm gonna keep them. In fact, I think I'm gonna get rid of both of them, and maybe even the vending machines as well. The thing about the vending machines, let me see if there's anyone at the other side. Yeah, here we go. The thing with the vending machines, something I've noticed is that when guests retrieve their items from the vending machine, like 9 times out of 10, they get teleported to the main entrance of the park. It did not happen with those people. Now I'm gonna look like an idiot. I'm gonna fast forward until somebody else walks up here and it happens so you guys can see it too. I promise it happens. Watch this. See? Stuck, teleported over to the main entrance. I don't know why it happens, it just does, but I don't like that. So we're gonna get rid of them for that reason and for the reason that we don't really need them anymore, to be honest. I figured I would let you guys enjoy the coaster while I finished tweaking these buildings. So, what we have over here now is a Hat's Fantastic, which is fantastic. I still have to go through and adjust the pricing on that. We have a first aid facility, the first one we've had thus far, and then an ATM in between the two. You might notice we're now missing our picnic benches and the little awnings and stuff that we had for those. I'm gonna end up adding something, I think in this center section over here, as sort of a makeshift food court. It's not gonna be the biggest thing ever, but it should get the job done. And then over here, also, this building has been adjusted as well. It looks so much better, so much less plain now, with just more depth and a couple of windows. It was really as easy as that. Over here, we do still have a bathroom. Since our only other bathroom was here, that's no longer there. And now the only other bathroom is clear up here on the north end of the park. So we do still have a bathroom on the south end, and then this is still a staff resting facility. All of these have been adjusted so that their max capacity is now 5 staff members, and then they're still running the whole social club perk. But that's what we got going on out here now. It looks so much better, and I think it's gonna work way better for us. Now though, something I completely forgot about is, well, the park, we've been open for 8 years, right? So the rides are starting to age, and with that, the reputation is going to absolutely tank. So let me get my calculator out here. We've got some repricing to do. 707 is the current prestige of Wild Blue. So we're going to take that divided by 35 to get a new ticket price of $20.20. We've had a couple of guests now complain. 16% of the guests actually have been complaining that Wild Blue is too expensive for them, and that's because I forgot to adjust the pricing. But we'll go through and make sure everything else is good. 952 divided by 35, 27.20. Okay, that one is fine. Moving on to Kickflip, 968 divided by 35, 27.65. Okay, gone down a little bit, 27.65. No big deal. Still making boatloads of cash. I'm not worried about it. 932 divided by 35, 26.62. Okay, a little bit down on this one too. 26.62. There it is. Last but not least, let's check in over here. We'll see what we're working with. 907. I think that's actually gone up 1 point. Or maybe gone down 1 point. I genuinely don't remember. 25.91. So it has gone up. Perfect. All right. Now that all the prices have been adjusted, I'll be able to sleep tonight, which is obviously a good thing. So we've got our prices adjusted out here. I think next I'm going to add our picnic tables back, like I said, in this middle section here. And then I guess we're just going to have to find something else to do, huh? I realize 4 picnic tables isn't that many. But to be honest, nobody really used the other 6 that we had over here before, so 4 should be just fine. Also, no awnings really necessary since we have all the shade from these trees right there. But something I did forget to do is adjust the prices over here at Hats Fantastic. I want to do something fun. I don't want to shop at Hats Fantastic 2 right now. 1% of people are saying, I'm never taking this hat off. But people are getting hats absolutely dirt cheap right now. Wait, can't we just offer every single hat under the sun? Yeah, dude, what's stopping us from doing that? We might as well, right? And then we'll raise all the prices $1. I wonder if offering every single hat makes it so that our monthly running costs are much higher. $600 does seem like a lot for just a hat shop. Maybe it'll be okay. Lifetime guests so far, only 13. It'll get better. It'll get better. It hasn't been open that long. What about the ATM? I kind of want to charge people, but I also kind of don't. We'll just keep that the way it is. All right. It is now time for work rosters. Wild Blue has broken down again. This work roster should hopefully help with that, but we don't have a single one set up just yet. So I'm thinking we break the USA portion of the park up into 3 sections. We'll have the southern end, the central Insanity 2, a central zone for the park, and then a northern zone as well. So let's start by just selecting all of these, but I'm going to be real careful not to select those rides. There it is. Let's take a look at our vendors now. How many vendors do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vendors. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shops that actually need to have a vendor present. So with just a 5th vendor as a floater, I don't see that working out super well for us. We should probably hire at least 1 more. So we'll have 6 total vendors with only 4 shops that actually need a vendor. You know what I'm saying? Wait, we only have 2 janitors? This whole park, we only have 2 dang janitors? No wonder their workload is so high. Okay, I guess we're gonna get a third one then, and we'll have 1 on the southern zone of the park, 1 in the central, and then 1 in the northern zone. The northern zone right now does only have the 1 ride, but I am planning on adding some more stuff to that area eventually. We have 3 mechanics. That works out just fine. 1 for the northern, central, southern. You get it. Security guards, only 2. Let's get a third one of those as well. King Coaster is going to be South USA. Kickflip has broken down. Awesome. Great to see that rides are still breaking down. We haven't added the mechanics rosters just yet, so that will hopefully fix that. Janitors. Did they all quit on me, dude? What the heck's going on? Hang on. Let's try to open that back up again. There it is. All right. Just a little bug. Just a little bug. So let's go north, central, and south. Perfect. That's our janitors. Moving on to mechanics. Same thing. North, central, South USA. Security guards, north, central, and you guessed it, South USA. And just like that, we're done, dude. We've got a work roster, actually 3 work rosters now set up. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that means our rides are going to be a little bit better maintained. We do still only have 1 mechanic for 4 rides. So maybe we'll have to add a second mechanic to the central zone, but we'll find out here pretty dang quick. Oh, another thing I want to check on. I forgot to look at this last time, but I want to see if these 2 rides still collide. Only trouble is they kind of have to both be running at the same time for us to witness that happen. Or hopefully we don't, right? Hopefully we don't witness it happening and everything's just great. Wild Blue is probably on its last spin. And then Insanity takes a little while to get going. Hang on, hang on. Of course. All right. Well, hopefully Insanity keeps going for a little while longer then. You're joking, dude. One ends and the other begins. I guess if they never run at the same time, they can't ever collide, right? Just a thought. Just a thought. Wild Blue, keep spinning. Keep doing your thing. Insanity, please. Just start already. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Average guest happiness is now 96%. Energy 73%. We'll give them some energy drinks later on. Hunger 62. Thirst 59. That is way better than it was before, though. It was in the red. At least now that's orange. I'm glad to see that. Toilet 71%. That could be a little bit better. Nausea 85%. It was much, much worse before we had the first aid facility. So, again, happy to see that. Yo, things are, knock on wood, things are going really well here. I'm gonna add a trash can here on the end, and we'll do one on the opposite side real quick, and probably just some additional park benches, no? We don't really have anywhere else for the guests to sit down on this side of the park. If our staff members in the northern area of the park don't have a staff resting facility in their roster, they're not going to be able to rest, right? I don't think they'll just head on over here to like the central area to take a little siesta. I don't think that they do that. Oh, multiple staff members now have a low workload. That's okay. That's better than having a high workload. So I'm thinking, though, if we edit this building, we might be able to put one, like, underneath here. Maybe, maybe not. I'll try it. We'll see if it's going to work out. We totally could. However, I don't love that the, like, structure underneath the coaster station is visible, nor do I really like that it's clipping through the top side. So maybe instead of doing that, we just add them their very own resting facility. Maybe like right here. We'll make the building look the same as all the others, don't you worry. What, you think I was gonna make something different? Heck no, dude. This America, this USA. Last thing that we need to add to this is just some windows so it doesn't look super plain. I mean, it still kind of looks plain, but it is way better. Way better than what we had initially. Basically just a box with a roof on it. This actually looks somewhat good. Okay, so now that we have that, though, we're going to go back into our work roster here, and we're going to have to adjust North USA just by adding this to it. It's as easy as that. Bada bing, bada boom. we got her done. So now this mechanic has a spot to rest. He is very, very happy. That's good to see. Our janitor up here has a spot to rest, and the security guard as well. We've got a whopping $22,000 chilling in the back pocket. Ascendance has unfortunately broken down. Even after adjusting the work roster and everything, I think insanity. I think we are probably going to have to add at least one more mechanic just to the central area, because one guy alone simply cannot take care of these 4 rides. It's just not going to happen. Also, apologies that I missed Monday's upload. I decided to finally give myself a day off for once due to Memorial Day weekend. However, I do think that's where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.